Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 5th April. A journey through time of 5th April 2025 Saturday. Today is that is 5th April highlight in history. 1614. In Virginia, Native American Pocahontas marries English colonist John Rolfe. 1621. The Mayflower sets sail from Plymouth, Massachusetts on a return trip to England. 1792. United States President George Washington exercised his authority to veto a bill, the first time this power is used in the United States. 1795. Peace of Basel between France and Prussia is made. 1818. In the Battle of Maipu, Chile's independence movement, led by Bernardo O'Higgins and Jose de San Martin, win a decisive victory over Spain, leaving 2,000 Spaniards and 1,000 Chilean patriots dead. 1862. American Civil War. The Battle of Yorktown begins. 1879. Bolivia declares war on Chile and Chile declares war on Peru, starting the War of the Pacific. 1902. A sandbox collapses at Ibrox Park, now Ibrox Stadium in Glasgow, Scotland, which led to the deaths of 25 and injuries to more than 500 supporters during an international association football match between Scotland and England. 1910. Trans-Andine Railway connecting Chile and Argentina is inaugurated. 1922. The American Birth Control League, forerunner of Planned Parenthood, is incorporated. 1932. Dominion of Newfoundland, 10,000 rioters seized the colonial building, leading to the end of self-government. 1933. US President Franklin D. Roosevelt signs two executive orders, 6101 to establish the Civilian Conservation Corps and 6102 forbidding the hoarding of gold coin, gold bullion and gold certificates by US citizens. 1933. Andorran Revolution. The young Andorrans occupy the Casa de la Val and force the government to hold democratic elections with universal male suffrage. 1936. Tupelo, Grantsville tornado outbreak. An F5 tornado kills 233 in Tupelo, Mississippi. 1938. Spanish Civil War. 2 days after the Nationalist Army occupied the Catalan city of Lleida, dictator Francisco Franco decreed the abolition of the Generalitat, the autonomous government of Catalonia, the cell government granted by the Republic, and the official status of the Catalan language. 1942. World War II. Adolf Hitler issues a Führer Directive Number 41 summarizing Case Blue, including the German Sixth Army's planned assault on Stalingrad. 1942. World War II. The Imperial Japanese Navy launches a carrier-based air attack on Colombo, Ceylon during the Indian Ocean raid. Port and civilian facilities are damaged, and the Royal Navy cruisers HMS Cornwall and HMS Dorsetshire are sunk southwest of the island. 1943. World War II. United States Army Air Force's bomber aircraft accidentally caused more than 900 civilian deaths, including 209 children and 1,300 wounded among the civilian population of the Belgian town of Mortsel. The target was the Erla factory 1 kilometer (0.62 mile) from the residential area hit. 1945 Cold War. Yugoslav leader Josip Broz Tito signs an agreement with the Soviet Union to allow temporary entry of Soviet troops into Yugoslav territory. 1946 Soviet troops end their year-long occupation of the Danish island of Bornholm. 1946 A fleet air arm Vickers Wellington crashes into a residential area in Rabat, Malta during a training exercise, killing all 4 crew members and 16 civilians on the ground. 1949 A fire in a hospital in Effingham, Illinois kills 77 people and leads to nationwide fire code improvements in the United States. 1951 Cold War. Ethel and Julius Rosenberg are sentenced to death for spying for the Soviet Union. 1956 Cuban Revolution. Fidel Castro declares himself at war with Cuban President Fulgencio Batista. 1958 Ripple Lock, an underwater threat to navigation in the Seymour Narrows in Canada, is destroyed in one of the largest non-nuclear controlled explosions of the time. 1966 During the Buddhist uprising, South Vietnamese Prime Minister Nguyen Khai Qui personally attempts to lead the capture of the restive city of Da Nang before backing down. 1971 In Sri Lanka, Janata Vimukti Peramuna launches a revolt against the United Front government of Sirimavo Bandaranaike. 1974 Carrie, the first novel by American author Stephen King, is published for the first time with a print run of 30,000 copies. 1976 In China, the April 5th movement leads to the Tiananmen incident. 1977 The US Supreme Court rules that congressional legislation that diminished the size of the Sioux People's Reservation thereby destroyed the tribe's jurisdictional authority over the area in Rosebud Sioux Tribe versus NIP. 1983 The People's Armed Police is officially founded. 1991 An ASA-EMB 120 crashes in Brunswick, Georgia, killing all 23 abroad, including St. John Tower and astronaut Sonic Carter. 1991 The Space Shuttle Atlantis launches an STS-37 to deploy the Compton Gamma Ray Observatory. 1992 Alberto Fujimori, President of Peru, dissolves the Peruvian Congress by military force. 1992 Peace protesters Suada Dilberovic and Olga Suisi are killed on the Vijayabanja Bridge in Sarajevo, becoming the first casualties of the Bosnian War. 1998 In Japan, the Akashi Kaiko Bridge opens to traffic, becoming the longest bridge span in the world. 1999 Two Libyans suspected of bringing down Pan Am Flight 103 in 1988 are handed over for eventual trial in the Netherlands. 2007 The cruise ship MSC Diamond strikes a volcanic reef near Niamey and sinks the next day. 2 passengers were never recovered and are presumed dead. 2009 North Korea launches its controversial Kwangmai-Ongsdong 2 satellite. The satellite passed over mainland Japan, which prompted an immediate reaction from the United Nations Security Council as well as participating states of six-party talks. 2010 Up to 50 people are killed and another 100 injured in 2 militant suicide bombings and attacks in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. The first on an Awami National Party rally in Timargara, the second on the US consulate in Peshawar. 2010 29 coal miners are killed in an explosion at the Upper Big Branch mine in West Virginia. 2010 Space Shuttle Discovery is launched on STS-131 to resupply the International Space Station. 2018. Agents with the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement raid a slaughterhouse in Tennessee, detaining nearly 100 undocumented Hispanic workers in one of the largest workplace raids in the history of the United States. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share and subscribe.